Okay, my wonderful students, we are going to listen to the story on page 90, and then we're going to be asking questions on page 91. We're going to start with page 90 in our textbook. Ready? Here we go.
Page 90. Busy people. Listen. Jeff is a very athletic person. He does a different kind of exercise or sport every day. On Monday, he jogs. On Tuesday, he plays tennis. On Wednesday, he does yoga. On Thursday, he swims. On Friday, he goes to a health club. On Saturday, he plays basketball. And on Sunday, he rides his bike.
So now we're going to do...
Julie is a very busy student. She does a different activity every day. On Monday, she sings in the choir. On Tuesday, she plays in the orchestra. On Wednesday, she writes for the school newspaper. On Thursday, she plays volleyball. On Friday, she babysits for her neighbors. On Saturday, she works at the mall. And on Sunday, she visits her grandparents.
Okay, so we did the first two, and you'll notice that this is simple present tense, and the verbs all need the S, because this one, Jeff, is he, and she. They're very busy people. He jogs. He plays tennis. He does yoga. Julie is very busy. Julie's very busy. She plays volleyball. She plays volleyball. She babysits. Now we're going to do down here, this is going to be they. Okay, so this is going to be they. The verb has no S. Remember, in simple present tense, the S does not mean plural. Verbs are not plural or singular. Verb is the action. Verb is the action. So now let's listen for this one.
Mr. and Mrs. Baker are very active people. They do something different every day of the week. On Monday, they go to a museum. On Tuesday, they see a play. On Wednesday, they go to a concert. On Thursday, they take a karate lesson. On Friday, they go dancing. On Saturday, they see a movie. And on Sunday, they play cards with their friends.
So now to practice, we're going to be doing page 91. So we need to look over here, and then we ask the questions here. The answers are here. So the first ones that we're going to be doing, oh, and here's the grammar that we have up here. Yes and no. Okay. So we have do. Remember, do goes with I, we, you, they. So do is going to be going with Mr. and Mrs. Baker because it is plural. Jeff and Julie, he and she, we're going to be using does. We're going to be asking yes are the first questions and no are the second set of questions. So the first example, We need to look at the other page. Does Jeff play tennis on Tuesday? And the answer, yes, he does. Example number 2. Does Julie work at the mall on Saturday? Yes, she does. Do Mr. and Mrs. Baker go dancing on Friday? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So now I'm going to ask a few questions, and I want you to look at page 90 to see if it's yes. Do you know, I think we're going to practice this down here, and I'm going to make it a little bit more difficult. Yes, we're going to combine them together, okay? So let's practice down here. These are going to be no. So does Jeff do yoga on Sunday? No, he doesn't. Does Julie sing in the choir on Thursday? No, she doesn't. Remember, we need to look over here. Do Mr. and Mrs. Baker see a movie on Monday? No, they don't. So look on here. Now I'm going to ask you some questions. Okay, here we go. So, does Jeff swim on Thursday? Yes, he does. Does Jeff play basketball on Sunday? Does Jeff play basketball on Sunday? Correct. No, he doesn't. Does Jeff do yoga on Tuesday? On Tuesday. Correct. No, he doesn't. Now let's do Julie. Let's do Julie. Does Julie visit her grandparents on Sunday? Does Julie visit her grandparents on Sunday? Correct. Yes, she does. Does Julie play volleyball on Tuesday? Correct. No, she doesn't. Does Julie write for the school newspaper on Monday? Correct. No, she doesn't. So now we're going to ask some questions about Mr. and Mrs. Baker. Do Mr. and Mrs. Baker go dancing on Friday? Yes, they do. Do Mr. and Mrs. Baker take karate on Wednesday? Correct. No, they don't. No, they don't. Do Mr. and Mrs. Baker play cards with their friends on Monday? Correct. No, they don't.